Here it is, the official bill released for Social Security known as the You Earned It, You Keep It Act. So if you're somebody that collects Social Security, SSI, SSDI, retirement, survivor's benefits, any of the fixed income benefits that come from the Social Security Administration, you're going to want to see this bill. Now, take a look at the headlines coming out on this. Will retirees stop paying tax on Social Security next year? Lawmakers have proposed to eliminate tax on Social Security retirement benefits. Here's what this could mean for retirees and for workers. Now, this particular piece of legislation is looking to wipe out the double taxation that takes place. They're saying, why do we pay taxes into Social Security and then we also get hit with taxes when we withdraw? This is double taxation and needs to stop. And they're saying that this would provide some of the biggest increases to Social Security recipients proposed that we have seen so far. Now, in addition to that, they're also saying that in this bill, they're going to be extending the solvency so that way those that depend on these benefits, they can continue to receive 100% of the payments and not get cuts. As we have heard that if something is not done soon, there will be 20 to 25% cuts across the board for all recipients within the next 8 to 12 years, as we currently have a solvency issue with Social Security. So I'm going to be sharing with you the latest on this. And also, if you missed my live update yesterday, you're going to want to stick around to the end and check it out right after this, as a serious national security threat has been announced by Congress, the U.S. Intel members, and as more information comes out, I'm going to keep you up to date, but they're saying that this is a nuclear threat that is coming against the United States directly from Russia, and it is actually out in space. So I'm going to be sharing with you the latest on that as well. But right now, let's get you caught up on this new piece of legislation regarding Social Security. And before we dive in, do me a quick favor. If you appreciate the updates, take a quick second, hit the like button for me. It helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. To stay up to date, it's totally free. Why not hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and to stay connected off of social media platforms, consider joining the newsletter at www.steveramnews.com. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get you caught up on the latest on this new piece of legislation, this bill proposing wiping out double taxation, federal tax for recipients collecting Social Security, increasing the benefits, and extending the solvency. All right, so here's the official bill from the House of Representatives. This was actually drafted up and released in December at the end of the year in 2023, and now there's more information coming out in February. I'm going to link this for you in the description. I'm not going to be covering it because it is a fairly lengthy bill. I'm just going to be covering the summary in this article that recently came out as well for you. And let's go ahead and see what's included in this bill. Now, it says the bill to eliminate tax on Social Security. Eliminating federal income tax on Social Security retirement benefits could benefit many retirees, especially those who receive other types of taxable income, such as from wages or distributions from retirement accounts. That's because up to 85% of Social Security benefits are taxable at the federal level. And as you guys know, there are two different brackets. The first bracket, when you enter into it, 50% tax, and then the second one, the highest one, as they mentioned, 85%. And they're saying more and more people are entering into these tax brackets as these COLA increases are getting bigger and bigger, and people are starting to have to pay in faster and faster. And in addition to that, as those COLA increases get bigger, we're seeing more distributions going out, and we are seeing the solvency getting shorter and shorter. Now, according to one analysis by the Social Security Office of the Actuary, provisions in the You Earned It, You Keep It bill would also benefit retirees, the other Social Security recipients, for decades. That's because the bill would ensure payments could be made in full through the year 2054. So extending this out about another 30 years. That's significantly longer than the current projection of the Social Security program becoming insolvent by the year 2034. Based on a report from the Social Security and Medicare boards of trustees, but they're saying nobody really knows the exact time that the solvency will run out. It all depends on inflation and the COLA increases. Now, that same analysis finds that passing the proposed legislation would significantly reduce federal debt over the next several decades by nearly $9 trillion, and that is because eliminating the tax on Social Security benefits would be paid for by increasing taxes on higher earners. So those that are earning wages right now and are high earners, they would pay more into the program, and that they're saying would help extend the solvency. Social Security tax increase. The proposed legislation calls for increasing Social Security wage base, which means that the higher earners, they would help foot the bill for eliminating the federal tax on retirement benefits. Now, let me know your thoughts. Is this a good idea? Increase the taxes that go into Social Security on those that are earning wages right now, so that way that we can extend the solvency for those collecting. Do you think that this is a good idea? As Kiplinger reported, the Social Security tax wage base jumped 5.2% from 2023 to 2024. Last year, the payroll tax wage base was $160,200. Now it is $168,600. But You Earned It, You Keep It would further increase the wage limit to $250,000, which means that higher earners, they could pay the 6.2% payroll tax on nearly $100,000 more of their wages. So in other words, if you make $250,000, all of your income is subject to Social Security tax. Now, will the You Earned It, You Keep It bill pass? Because some provisions lack bipartisan support, it's unlikely that the You Earned It, You Keep It bill will pass as it currently is written. So they're saying it would need some modifications. However, there is some bipartisan support for eliminating the federal tax on Social Security retirement income. So there's bipartisan support, Republicans and Democrats, that are saying that why is there double taxation? We should not be taxing retirees collecting these benefits. Let me know if you agree in the comments down below. Now, also, state tax on Social Security in retirement. The proposed legislation only applies to federal income tax. So even if enacted, some retirees, they will still pay state income tax on Social Security income as well. So keep that in mind. The list of states that tax Social Security has grown smaller in recent years. Missouri and Nebraska, they stopped taxing Social Security this year, but 9 states, they still tax Social Security in 2024, one of which is Minnesota. The state representative Craig, who is a part of the legislation to write this bill, represents. So we will see if this spreads statewide as well. And again, here's the official bill. I'll have it linked in the description for you if you'd like to check it out for yourself. It's about 18 pages long and it covers in detail what we just went through summarized in that article. Now, in addition to that, as I mentioned to you as well, we received a warning yesterday from U.S. Intel, from members of Congress, and the White House has addressed this. Today, there is an emergency meeting discussing the security of the United States and potential threats of attack from nuclear weapons that might disrupt satellites and communication in the U.S. from Russia. Now, information is starting to be leaked out, but we don't have a whole lot just quite yet. As I mentioned, there is a special high-priority meeting taking place with members of Congress, and as more information comes out on that, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date so that way you know exactly what's going on. But to get the latest details, as it broke breaking news last night, be sure to check out this video right here as I covered it live for you and gave you the latest details as of last night, February the 14th, 2024. But like I said, as more comes out, I'll keep you up to date here on the channel. But with that being said, you guys, that is the latest. I'll keep you up to speed on everything. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.